Ladies and gents, welcome back. Now, for most of the audience here, I go to Twitter, so you don't have to, but sometimes the things that happen there are so absurd or funny that I'd like to share them with you. Now, hashtags are a way of keeping conversations or a particular topic together, and when enough people are sharing a hashtag or a particular phrase, it goes trending. And yesterday, liberalism is a mental disease is trending. That was trending all day yesterday, and I'm sure maybe after this video it might go trending again. Liberalism is a mental disease. I'm a tolerant liberal. Agree with me, or else you're all of these things, these big bad things. Now, there is this individual who people were sharing around. I can't tell you if this is parody or not, because parody is mimicking reality these days, ladies and gents. So let's have a look.
I am offended that our children are not receiving affordable gender reassignment surgery along with hormone blockers and access to abortions. This alone is a threat to our democracy, as Justin Trudeau only says. It just shows that you people do not care about our children, and that these are the same people who refuse to obey the science and get fully vaccinated. It's science, people! Science! Science! And you are selfish murderers. I could die. Don't you people care about my life? You racist, insensitive, homophobic pigs. My 14-year-old openly gay sibling's transgender offspring also has two daddies who love their offspring so much, and CPS is working overtime to take their child away. However, my biggest concern is that my sibling's offspring isn't allowed to play in the 8-year-old girls basketball league at the YMCA. This alone is showcasing the worst form of transphobia and is a threat to our democracy. My sibling's transgender offspring feels like an 8-year-old girl. Therefore, they should be able to play in the 8-year-old girls league. Imagine living in a world where a little transgender offspring isn't allowed to follow their dreams because of transphobic Trump supporters and science deniers and conspiracy theorists. I still have nightmares every single night because of the hateful things that Donald Trump said on Twitter. I praise Joe Biden for having the courage and decency to stand up and say that poor kids are just as bright as white kids. In this previous election, decency was on the ballot, and that's what I voted for, not this racist dictator Donald Trump, the orange man.
Your time is up. No, your time is up. Thank you. I'll just reiterate.
It's got to be parody. It's on par with primetime Stein 99. Love that guy. Anyway, so the trend was continuing. Liberalism is a mental disease is trending. This liberal has a hissy fit because liberalism is a mental disease is trending. Of course, people in the replies getting pretty butthurt about the trend itself. You keep using this word. I don't know if you think it means what you think it means. So this person shares the definition of what liberal is. You know, the actual definition, not the colloquial term liberalism, or the idea of people who practice liberalism. So, and then also publishes posts this in the replies. So I replied back, Lamau, you reply with these two images that don't go well together. Are you suggesting that you're so open to other ideas that you should dismiss certain ideas? Shake my head. Liberalism is a mental disease, and you just proved it. Some people are losing their minds over this trend. I was just having so much fun with this. It was really funny. This individual here took a liking to me and got quite heated with the replies. Wouldn't leave me alone for a good chunk of time. If you have the same opinion as mainstream, the MSM, the mainstream media, you're probably an idiot. Liberalism is a mental disease. Just the trend kept going. Lots and lots of good memes. You can definitely go to the Discord and check out. I kept a few of those ones going. Okay, now read the definition of liberalism. Okay, so here's where we are with this. So liberalism, the definition: a willingness to respect and accept behavior or opinions different from one's own, openness to new ideas. Now, people who describe themselves as liberals, do you think fall into that category? Do you think that's what liberalism is a mental disease is referring to? The second definition is a political and social philosophy that promotes individual rights, civil liberties, democracy, and free enterprise. Yeah, those things all don't compute with liberal ideas, I mean, in the modern term. So this here would be considered classical liberalism as a definition. But of course, people like to conflate the different things. I think one person asked me, you don't conform to these ideas. I asked, well, are you a supporter of Antifa? Because they're clearly against fascism. No, of course, the meanings of words have changed in an Orwellian fashion these days, and we all have to kind of get used to that. This is how language works. But yes, of course, liberalism is a mental disease, master of wedge politics and lies. Justin Trudeau, this cancer spread in Canada. Love sharing these things with you folks. We'll see you in the next video. Keep on trucking.